The future isn't just a distant concept, it's shaping up to be one of the most dangerous times in human history. The dangers of the future escalate and compound over time, like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering size and momentum. As we move toward the future, what new challenges will emerge from the shadows, fueled by our own ingenuity and ambition? Let's explore the landscape of future risks and see what we're up against. All right, let's talk about artificial intelligence, or AI. AI has the potential to revolutionize our world in extraordinary ways, from curing diseases to solving complex global problems. But there's a flip side, a darker side that we can't ignore. Think about automation. Robots are becoming increasingly sophisticated, and they're coming for our jobs. Truck drivers, factory workers, even stockbrokers. Their livelihoods are being reshaped by algorithms. The long-term risks of AI are far more unsettling. We're talking about the potential for AI to surpass human control. The classic science fiction nightmare becoming a reality. Imagine a world where machines are making decisions that impact humanity, decisions we don't understand, can't predict, and can't control. This rapid evolution makes it incredibly difficult to anticipate and mitigate the risks. We need to be asking the tough questions now, setting boundaries, and ensuring that AI development aligns with our values. Because here's the bottom line. AI has the potential to be our greatest ally or our greatest threat. It's up to us to steer its development in the right direction. Let's shift gears now and talk about a threat that's not lurking in some distant future, but is staring us right in the face: environmental collapse and climate change. Temperatures are rising, ice caps are melting, and extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and more intense. We're talking about droughts that cripple agriculture, hurricanes that devastate coastlines, and wildfires that rage across continents. But the long-term dangers of environmental collapse are even more dire. We're talking about mass extinctions, resource depletion, and the potential collapse of entire ecosystems. We're pushing the planet to its limits, and we're dangerously close to triggering irreversible tipping points. The future of our planet, the future of humanity, depends on our ability to address this crisis with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. This isn't just about saving the planet, folks. It's about saving ourselves. Let's dive into the world of biotechnology and genetic engineering. We're talking about curing genetic diseases, developing new treatments for cancer, even potentially extending human lifespan. But as with any powerful technology, there are risks, and in this case, those risks can rewrite the very code of life. Take CRISPR, for example. This gene editing tool is revolutionizing our ability to manipulate DNA. The potential benefits are enormous, but so are the dangers. We're talking about the possibility of unintended consequences, of creating new diseases, of altering the human germline in ways we don't fully understand. What are the ethical limits of genetic manipulation? Who gets to decide how these technologies are used? And how do we prevent unintended consequences from spiraling out of control? Because the future of life itself may depend on the choices we make today. Chapter 4: Surveillance State and Loss of Freedom. The Invisible Cage. We live in a world where technology is constantly watching, listening, and recording. Our smartphones track our every move, our social media posts are analyzed for patterns, and facial recognition software is becoming increasingly ubiquitous. But at what cost? The erosion of our privacy is a slippery slope, and at the bottom lies a chilling possibility: the rise of a surveillance state. Imagine a world where every aspect of our lives is monitored, where dissent is silenced, where freedom of thought exists only in the shadows. We need to wake up to the dangers of unchecked surveillance, folks. We need to fight for stronger privacy protections, for greater transparency from our governments and tech companies, and for a future where our freedom is not sacrificed in the name of security. Chapter 5: Technological Dependence and Cyber Risks, the Fragile Foundation. We live in a world increasingly reliant on technology. Our power grids, our financial systems, our communication networks, they're all interconnected and vulnerable to attack. Think about it. A well-coordinated cyber attack could cripple our infrastructure, disrupt our economy, and even threaten our national security. We're talking about hackers, criminal organizations, and even nation-states with the ability to wage war in the digital realm. As our dependence on technology grows, so too does our vulnerability. We need to bolster our cyber defenses, invest in cybersecurity research, and develop international cooperation to combat this growing threat. Because in the interconnected world we live in, an attack on one is an attack on all. Chapter 6: Space Exploration and its Risks. A new frontier, new dangers. Space exploration. It's the ultimate frontier, a testament to human curiosity and our desire to push the boundaries of what's possible. But as we venture further into the cosmos, we need to be mindful of the risks that accompany our ambition. Earth's orbit is littered with debris from past missions, defunct satellites, spent rocket stages, and fragments from collisions. As we begin to mine asteroids for resources and establish a permanent human presence on the Moon and Mars, we'll be confronted with new challenges. The future of space exploration, like the future of humanity itself, depends on our ability to navigate these challenges with wisdom and foresight, because the cosmos is not ours to conquer, but ours to explore and understand. Chapter 7: The Unknown, Unpredictable Future Risks. Now, we've covered a lot of ground here, but the truth is the future is full of surprises. There are risks out there we haven't even imagined yet, dangers lurking on the fringes of scientific discovery. Think about quantum computing, a technology with the potential to break our current encryption methods and revolutionize artificial intelligence, or synthetic biology, where we're on the verge of creating entirely new life forms. We need to foster a culture of responsible innovation, where scientists, ethicists, and policymakers work together to ensure that technological advancements benefit humanity, not harm it. Because the future is unpredictable, but our approach to it doesn't have to be. Chapter 8: Facing the Future, a Call to Action. We've journeyed through a landscape of future risks, from the rise of artificial intelligence to the perils of climate change, from the promise and peril of biotechnology to the unknown dangers lurking in the shadows of scientific progress. Each of these threats in their own way poses a significant challenge to the future of humanity. But here's the thing about the future. It's not set in stone. The future is unwritten, and we have the power to shape it. So I ask you, what will you do? How will you contribute to building a better future? The choice is yours. So what do you think will be the biggest danger in the future? How can we mitigate these risks over time? Let me know in the comments below. Let's start a conversation, because the more we talk about these issues, the better prepared we'll be to face them. The future is not just coming, it's evolving, and with every passing year, the risks grow greater. It's our responsibility to face them now, before they become insurmountable. Let's create a future worth fighting for.